My old stomping grounds. Favorite donut shop in the LBC.
What's going on, tubers? I'm on a morning donut and milk mission here. At my favorite donut shop over here in the LBC, right by my old junior high school, my high school. Over here off of 7th and Newport. It's also a peace ground of mine. When I say peace ground, my place of peace and where I always feel happy. But I'll be the first to admit that I'm not like a person who frequently checks my regular mail. I'm not talking about my email, I'm talking about my regular mail, like at my residency. And what happened was, I found something interesting. I seen one of these things maybe like a couple of years back, maybe like 4 years ago. It was one of these, what's it called, the U.S. Department of Commerce, U.S. Census Bureau. It'll be a big envelope like this, but before, back in the day, you would have to fill out this thing, questionnaire and everything, and then mail it back in. Well, they have it now where you can just go ahead. There's a barcode on the back of this big old thing. See this barcode? And then you go online and you fill out everything. So basically, with the Census Bureau for the U.S. government, what they do is, and I'm pretty sure you guys are aware of this, they monitorize communities. You know what I mean? They monitorize all communities. And I found it to be interesting because it's like what they do is they go in detail as far as even with age, you know, even with age within the community, like how many elderly people live within the community. You know, how many schools are there, all kind of different things, you know what I mean? They monitorize communities, you know? And then this letter too is, well, I had got another one. I'm actually going to do all this today when I get home, but I'll be here at the donut shop for a few hours because I got some things to work on. But yeah, let's see. They'll send you a letter like this. I'll read it to you guys. It'll say, a message from the director of the U.S. Census Bureau. In a few days, your household will receive instructions in the mail on how to complete a very important national survey. The American Community Survey that says, please follow the instructions to complete the survey promptly. The U.S. Census Bureau is conducting this survey. It says, and shows your address, not you personally, as part of a random selected sample. Okay? And it says the American Community Survey collects information about various like education, housing, and jobs. Information from the survey is used by federal, state, local, and tribal governments to meet the needs of communities across America. For example, community leaders use this information to decide where schools, like I was saying, where schools, highways, hospitals, and other services are needed. The survey also is used to develop programs to reduce traffic congestion, provide job training, and plans for the health care needs of the elderly. Like I was saying, they go by like how many, like especially if you're a long-time resident, like I'm known for staying at a spot for a long time, for like 5 to 6 years at a time, and then I'll move. You know what I mean? And so basically all they're doing is just monitoring each community, find out how many people, what sector and people live in a certain community, and what they need to build and what they need to provide. Basically, that's all it is as far as providing services. So I found it to be interesting, and I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and speak about it, because I get these things like every 4 or 5 years or something like that. So I'll make sure that when I get home later on, I'll go ahead and go online and use this barcode and fill this thing out. Interesting. Well, tubers, like I said, I'm on a donut and milk mission here at my favorite spot, my piece around the donut shop in the LBC off of 7th and Newport. Nah-ahh.